Golf, a somewhat simplistic sport that involves hitting a ball into a series of holes on a golf course. Golf was first played in 15th century Scotland and has evolved tremendously over the years. Golf has evolved so much that it is now played by hundreds of thousands of people across the world, inside of a bar, in a video game. Insert Golden Tee Golf, a revolutionary and iconic arcade game made by Incredible Technologies in 1989. The original game was fairly simple. The game had 3 buttons on the control panel, 2 for moving the camera left and right, and 1 button that started the game. In the middle of the control panel was either a joystick or a trackball that was used to control a golfer's swing. But ultimately, the trackball was more widely accepted and it is still used today. The original game was not sold as its own dedicated cabinet. Instead, the game was sold across the world as a JAMA board. JAMA boards were interchangeable arcade boards that were used frequently across the world. These boards allowed for an operator to easily switch games in and out of a cabinet. 6 years after its initial release, the next generation of Golden Tee Golf was produced to positive reception. This game was called Golden Tee 3D Golf, emphasis placed on the 3D for the game's three-dimensional graphics. The success was so phenomenal that the makers of the game started producing yearly course updates and went so far as to create the International Tournament System. ITS, as it was known to be called, connected every single game to the internet via a phone line. The top scores at the end of the month would win hundreds of dollars in prizes. These monthly contests continued in 2000 as Incredible Technologies released Golden Tee 4. Monthly tournaments were altered and the tournaments were now broken down into 3 divisions. Depending on your skill level and average score, the system would place you in either bronze, silver, or gold. Payouts differed in each division, but they were still worth the time and effort, especially for the beginners. Once Golden Tee 4 machines started showing up in the bars and gaining popularity, live tournaments started to pop up all across the country. Cities like Chicago, Dayton, Houston, and Las Vegas started hosting these tournaments annually. Guys would travel hundreds of miles across the country in order to compete against the best Golden Tee players in the world. As more and more tournaments were created, instead of just competing against each other, a lot of these guys have become close friends and they remain that way to this day.
But every single one of them would do anything for you. I've got a friend in almost every state of the country, and if I ever needed a place to stay or ever ran into some issue, most of the guys would be there.
I love coming to these tournaments because it's kind of a vacation / business trip, and you make some money, and all these guys are my friends, and it's just a good time all around.
In 2002, the inaugural Golden Tee World Championship was held in Las Vegas, Nevada. Golden Tee had gained so much popularity at this point that the Golf Channel covered the event on national television.
On tonight's Golf Central, the individual champion is crowned, and it's a big deal. The winner received $15,000. That's a lot of quarters.
Hundreds of men from across the world competed against each other for a shot at the World Championship and $15,000. On this day, though, it was Greg Kinsler from Chicago, Illinois, who took home the championship trophy and reserved his spot in Golden Tee history.
It's unbelievable. I mean, to win an event of this caliber is just beyond my thoughts. I mean, it's so great. I feel so good right now. I don't even know how to describe it.
2 World Championship tournaments later, and millions of dollars in success, the next generation of Golden Tee, Golden Tee Live, made its debut in 2005. Golden Tee Live meant that every contest you joined was played live across the world against 49 other people. With the live technology, players could now pay with cash, credit, gift cards, or money reserved in their player account. If players were winning enough contests and making money back on their games, they could cash out their account and get a real check cut and mailed to them by Incredible Technologies. It's not just the fans that drive the game's success, though. In 2009, Golden Tee Golf celebrated its 20th anniversary with the help of many well-known celebrities. Those involved included PGA legend Peter Jacobsen, CBS sports commentator Jim Nantz, LPGA star Laura Diaz, and NFL Pro Bowl linebacker Brian Urlacher. Another recent superstar who has become a big Golden Tee fan is the 2012 Masters Tournament champion, Bubba Watson. Watson hit a Golden Tee-esque shot out of the trees on hole 10 a sudden death in order to secure his first major tournament win. In the past month after the victory, Bubba has been lobbying to get his own personal Golden Tee machine, just like Brian Urlacher. The popularity of Golden Tee continues to rise, and with that, brought a newer generation of players into Golden Tee golf.
It's a great group of guys. It's a lot of guys I consider close friends. I invited a lot of guys from this game that I met through this game to my wedding last year. You know, it's a really nice group of guys.
On this brisk Sunday afternoon in St. Louis, Ohio native Andy Haas had to beat Florida golfer and King of the Hill Sean Gervais not once, but twice in order to become the 2012 Missouri Open champion. Gervais lost the first game on Royal Cove by 3 strokes, but he fought back diligently in the second game on Grand Canyon. He holed out hole 2 for eagle and hole 3 for a hole-in-one. After Haas went out of bounds on the par 3 17, Gervais laid up on the par 4 18. In the end, Sean Gervais beat Andy Haas with the score of -26 to -23 in order to become the 2012 Missouri Open champion.
First one of these kind of wins. I won a regional, but not since then. I hold 2 and 3 back to back, and to grab the lead, I said, all right, I got this, and just play it safe, and same thing on 18, and it's yours.
The success that Golden Tee created for Incredible Technologies over the years has allowed them to venture into creating other arcade game hits, like Silver Strike Bowling, Target Toss Pro Bags, and their newest creation, Power Putt Live. With the amount of success that Incredible Technologies has amassed over the years, they are now turning their sights towards virtual slot machines. And yep, you guessed it, they even have one modeled after Golden Tee.